Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Europa League settings. Europa League settings. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is Europa League. Today we are watching Roma versus Brighton and Hove Albion in Italy. Come on now. We're about to see what it is Deserby ball is made of. And there's a timer in there, by the way, if you wanna synchronize with me. I had to pause the stream to actually make sure that it synchronizes with the timer. So it's just like maybe 20 seconds behind. So it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are watching Roma versus Brighton, as I said. Daniel De Rossi, the man who replaced Jose Mourinho. We about to see what he's all about. We're gonna see exactly if Mourinho was holding back these players, or if Roberto De Zerbi is actually about it. If he knows what he's doing, because this is a guy that's rumored to at some point will take over Manchester United. Maybe we know very, very much that Omar Barada rates Roberto De Zerbi. So let's see what he's made of. By the way, on the other screen, I have the other game going on. I'm talking about Bayern Leverkusen is playing. It's a Europa. It's a what do you call it? Europa League round of 16 fixture as well. That's going on. Qarabag FK versus Bayern Leverkusen. Oh wow! Lukaku came close over there. Romelu Lukaku with a header, and that was a beautiful save. Beautiful save. Wow. By Steele. Man, Jason Steele is indeed made of steel. That was a really good save. Sheesh. Increíble. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say big shout out to you if you're just joining in. I appreciate you so much. Kindly hit the like button. And we got 41 people watching on Twitter. X, what? What are y'all doing over there? Come to the YouTube side. Be a part of the YouTube community right here. We're almost so close to 1K. Roma with a with a corner kick, and they bamboozled it. Paulo Dybala, you can do better, my friend. This is another player that we were rumored with at one point, Paulo Dybala. I'm glad we didn't get him. Honestly, I am glad it did not work out with Paulo Dybala. It was about what? Maybe four transfer windows ago or something like that. Oh my goodness. Romelu Lukaku with another effort with his right foot this time. And he hits it such that it bounces. He's far away from the goal, by the way. And he hits it in a way where it bounces on the ground. Romelu Lukaku, man. You need to work on that technique for him. But Brighton playing the way Brighton always do, it's one of those things where they like to build up from the back. Really tempt the opponent and make sure that they make space for them at the back. A bit of a high risk, high reward type of football, Let's see if it'll be praised at the end of this. The thing about this is Brighton is gonna get some goals today. You kind of know. They're a team that are set up to get goals. The way they stick to that philosophy, boy. Sparta Prague versus Liverpool, by the way, already, mamma mia. Liverpool is on fire. 7 minutes in, McAllister scores a penalty. Lord. Somebody help Sparta. I thought you could say, this is Sparta. And then from there, like, that motivates the players. But I guess Liverpool really want to get this game done quickly. Also, Leverkusen also came close. Bayer Leverkusen, my Lord. That was a close one. Big up to you, by the way, if you're just joining in. I appreciate you. We got 51 people on Twitter X right now. I don't know what y'all doing over there, but y'all need to come over here to the YouTube side. Join the YouTube community, please. Another question for the day is, Brighton just hit the post. Roberto De Zerbi is fired up, Wow. The other question for the day, by the way, is will Bayer Leverkusen continue their unbeaten streak? Very, very poor corner kick. I keep saying free kick. Very poor corner kick by Brighton. And now Roma on the counter. Nothing comes out of that. When you're one-on-one, you should do something. When you're one-on-one with the keeper, if I'm playing with you, you cannot hit a lame shot like that, That is just despicable. Who was that? Was that I feel like that was Cristante. You can do better, Cristante. By the way, Roma continues to exclude Chris Smalling, and he is on the bench. He's not injured. This was Mourinho's boy, Chris Smalling had enjoyed a revival. If the funny thing is, if Chris Smalling has enjoyed such an extension to his career, I want to ask the Man United question and say, we already have Johnny Evans, If we are short on centre backs and Chris Smalling doesn't have a club, would you take him? Question of the day. Big up to Yale, by the way, in the building. Yale says Liverpool 1-0 up. Yep, that was fast. Thank you for that update, Yale. You said it about 4 minutes ago when they got the penalty. I'm curious if Yale, would you take Chris Smalling at Man United? Life is tough at Man United. We need a centre back. We need a reliable centre back who's going to be there and not cause to the commotion, By commotion, I mean the fact that we know there's gonna be a mass exodus at the end of the season. We hope, anyway. We sincerely hope for a mass exodus. And the question is, how are they actually going to do it? Will it be a systematic thing, or will it be everybody gotta get up? Yala says, we're trying to remove dead wood and no Smalling can go somewhere else, please. Keep that guy out my club. Says Yala, no sentimental FC over here. I hear it. I respect it. Their opinion. I want to know from the 61 people that are watching on Twitter X. I think you can still comment on X, by the way. So, but obviously, you are highly, highly, highly cordially invited to join the YouTube side, you know. But I'm curious. I'm sure some of you that are watching are Man United fans. I want to know, would you consider Smalling? Yale says, nope. Get that dead wood out of here. I'm like, okay. It's actually maybe easier to bring back somebody who has history with the club as opposed to a brand new emergency. Like, what's the plan with Johnny Evans? Are we gonna keep him another season? Nothing wrong against the guy. I love him. He's a top professional, and I love the fact that he knows his role in the squad. He's fine if he gets 8 games in a whole season. But is he worth keeping again another season? You see, Luen is reading where I was trying to go with this. I would. Smalling could do a Johnny Evans type job at United. You see what I'm saying? Maybe. Could he? Do you agree or disagree? I'm curious. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, is this really true? We got 71 people watching on Twitter X. What's going on over there? That's not going on over here. Oh, Roma have put the ball in the back of the net. It's Paulo Dybala. Is he going to do the celebration? No, he's not. He didn't do the celebration. Is it because the linesman said somebody was offside? Oh, or Dybala is onside. Oh my God, he's so close. I think he's on. Brighton's high line has come to cost them again. No, 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 never mind. False alarm. False alarm. He is ruled offside. Paulo Dybala. Yeah, yeah. VAR is getting involved. Says Yale. I think he's offside. Uh-oh. You know when they're involving VAR, it's never it's never just clear. But so far it's been a positive. Whether VAR rules this offside or onside, I think it's gonna be offside. The check is over. It is ruled offside. It's been a very, very, very no. The check says no offside. What?
Jesus! Jesus is Lord!
Roma are a goal up. Wow, 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 wow. That was quite the shift. Paulo Dybala makes Roma enjoy the 1 goal advantage right now. De Zerbi is in the mud. Why is there only 1 like in here? Come on now, make that make sense. Have you hit the like button? We have how many people watching on YouTube? 6. That means we got a couple of 007 agents in the house. Let me play them that music. I know it's an impromptu stream, but come on now. What are you waiting on? This is Roma versus Brighton, by the way. Shout out to you if you're just joining in. I appreciate you. Let's see what De Zerbi ball is all about, because now this high line has cost him, and they need to come up with a solution. There is no Mitoma. He's injured. There is, however, Andingra, the boy who was shining in AFCON in the final, easily man of the match contender. So, will he rescue Brighton? He already hit the post. He already hit the post. I'm wondering if he is going to be able to pick up that carry on the form that he's been on. He's having a bright spark, this Andingra guy. I wouldn't actually. I'm gonna keep my mind on how he develops. I definitely rate him right now. Hold on. There you go. Uh-oh, Roma on the attack again. Could they do the thing? If Lukaku, you better stop putting your hands on your head. Bury them chances. What are you waiting on? Uh-oh. Can Roma play themselves out of trouble here? It seems like they uh-oh. Right, and with the ball, this is gonna be interesting now that Brighton have to go for it. They really now gonna have to switch onto the offensive mentality and really go. And for a team that's already offensive, you know. Oof. Paulo Dybala rolling around. By the way, Yada, how you doing? How you doing? I just want to do a little check to see how you're coping, my friend. Um, I hope things are on the up a little bit, step by step. Ooh, yeah. This Brighton lineup is also the other question. It's not Chris Smalling, by the way, that we wanna bring up to the conversation. It's Ferguson. You're right. You're right. Ferguson have only played 5 games, 0 goals and assists. His value is 65 mil. How is that possible? Says Yale. What is up with Ferguson? He doesn't get game time anymore. Something is up with I don't know if Deserby doesn't, you know, there's something weird going on with Ferguson. By the way, we got 87 people watching on Twitter X. What is going on? Shout out to all of you guys. Yo, make sure you at least hit the like or retweet, retweet the stream. If you wanna watch from there, it's at football p hour. That's my Twitter X handle, by the way. Big up to Manj in the house. Hey, shout out to you, Manj. Yeah, they do, Yale. They do have a couple of notable injuries. Joao Pedro, Mitoma, Soli March, big guns. James Milner, experienced guy who definitely does the job for them when he's asked, but I don't think he's a major miss, but Mitoma is definitely a major miss. One of two things will happen in the summer. Eriktenhag gets a new contract where he's just the coach, not the head coach. Really, Yale? There are too many clauses in his contract which United do not like. Second option is they kick Eriktenhag out of the club. You're right. You're right. I see what you're saying. We are reaching the Eriktenhag crossroads of like, what are we doing with this guy? You know, is Ineos trying to build with Erik or not? That's the question. I think we will know early in the summer. So I'm excited to at least we gotta get some sort of clarity on that. You know what's happening there, because at the end of the day, you know, new ownership might just have its own vision, and we have to deal with that. Whether you're a Ten Hag inner, Ten Hag outer, you cannot leave the club and say, you know. You know, you still have to support the club. And it's going to be an interesting shake-up in the summer. For real. It is going to be an interesting time to see what happens with the future of Erik ten Hag. I'm curious what you think, by the way, in the chat. If you have an opinion on this, will Erik ten Hag still be there come the preseason tour when they come to the United States? Or will he be gone? That is the question of the day. Man said, by the way, big up Yale, big up Luan, and everyone watching, hit the like button and subscribe to Football Power Hour. Yo, man says, Bots, I know you're running Europa League watch-alongs in preparation for when United play on Thursday nights next season. You could say that. True though, true. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough times, you know. If we make Europa League, that is, too. You know, you're assuming we're gonna make it. And the way we're playing, my friend, I will not get my hopes up. I'm glad to know that you're doing well. Today had a rude awakening in the morning when Balto bumped in onto the floor. Oh no. I'm sorry, Yale. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I thought that was another goal. I thought that was a false alarm. So far, the score is 1-0 between Roma and Brighton at the Stadio Olimpico. And Liverpool have just made it 2. Darwin Núñez. This is the guy that we used to constantly give the 0078 award, you know. He's turned his fortunes around. Big up to him, man. Big up to Darwin Noodles. He is actually doing the business. Some people, you know, ruled him out, but he's doing it. I want to just give him his flowers and say, whatever. He may be one of those strikers that require like a lot of chances, but there is a player in there. I don't know if he's going to be world class, but he is top class. He is getting to make himself a top class player right now. Every step of the way this this year, you know, he's starting to settle. Second season, you know, he definitely like had that little rivalry at the beginning with Haaland. Ooh, that was a very good save. That was a very Brighton nearly made it 1-1. It was actually so close. I think it was Danny Welbeck with the header, but wow. Um, it's not Rui Patricio. Who's the goalkeeper? It's the Serbian guy, Svila, who's the Roma goalkeeper right now. And that boy pulled off a very good save. He also deserves a little bit of a, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, the question that we asked at the beginning, will Xavi Alonso maintain his unbeaten streak today? It looks like he was going to really have to prove it if he wants to keep that record going. Bayern Leverkusen are a goal down. Benzema. Wow. The how do you say this team again? Qarabag FK. He scored a goal for them, and Bayer Leverkusen are a goal down. You're going to have to dig deep. Benfica versus Rangers a little later on today. AC Milan versus Slavia Prague, and West Ham versus Freiburg. Marseille versus Villarreal a little later on today. I am definitely not doing the watch along for those ones, but I'm just mentioning other games of interest that could be worth watching. Ajax versus Aston Villa in the Conference League is definitely a big occasion, especially for Aston Villa. You know, Unai Emery, he wants the silverware, and the boy can, you know, Unai Emery, unfortunately, he was not given enough time, I think, at Arsenal. He's definitely a master tactician over there. Villa is drawing with Ajax at the moment. Oh boy, this is a shocker. Leverkusen is 1 goal down, and everyone get that raw onion ready to eat it. Qarabag is doing an upset. Yo. No, they cannot do this. I want Xavi Alonso to just maintain this record, you know, just keep going, keep winning. Ooh, another good cross, Lukaku. 2 headers that Romelu Lukaku should have buried today. So far. And that one, You could do better, Romelu. What is this Brighton goalkeeper doing? Okay. Andingra with the ball. Oh, Andingra with some step overs, but guess what? Oh, wow. Selik, the right back, was like, get out of my way. I'm not going to buy them step backs. Step over, sorry. I call them step backs. Step over. Oh, where is almost deserving ball? By the way, big up to you guys if you're just tuning in. I appreciate you. This is a record. We have a whopping total of 96 people watching between YouTube and Twitter X. What?
Oh my God!
I don't think this has ever happened before. So big up to you for being here, experiencing this what are you gonna call it? Surge. This is crazy. There must be a lot of Roma fans in the house on Twitter X. Oh, are y'all Brighton fans? Retweet if you are a Brighton fan. Like if you're a Roma fan. Come on. Roma with a corner kick. 2 corners for Roma so far and 3 for Brighton. But you know what? If Roma can convert this, Paulo Dybala with a very good delivery. Oh, no, no, no goal. No goal for Roma. Jeez. Big, 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 big welcome to the people that are just joining, by the way. Shout out to you on this Thursday. All right, all right, all right. Tel Aviv is eating Olympiacos for lunch today. It is what? What? Tel Aviv is out here. Maccabi Tel Aviv is now playing 3-1 already. It's 34 minutes into the game. And boy, they are serious. Zahavi, the Tel Aviv striker. Eran Zahavi. Forget about signing him. He's 36 years old, in case anybody was wondering. He's an Israeli international, and the boy's got a brace already. Wow. It's goals galore in the Conference League. All right. Klopp went with a very strong side, actually. He's got Diaz, Nunes, Gakpo in the front line, McAllister, Endo. I guess Elliott is there, and Kwanzaa and Konate, Gomez and Robinson. This Kwanzaa kid has been getting a lot of game time. He's 21 years old, and Klopp has just slid him into the fold, you know. And Jarrell Kwanzaa, English guy, he deserves his accolades as well. I've been seeing his name come up a bunch of times, you know, but he is doing the business. He's able to tell Klopp, don't worry, you can rest Van Dijk. Konate and I got this. And he is enjoying a clean sheet at the moment. Yeah, Pharrell Kwanzaa. You'll hear that name again. I think he also played in a very big Premier League game. Was it versus Man City? I believe he might have been in the lineup versus Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. Big, 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 big warm welcome to wow. What? This is not real. These are bots that are watching. I do not believe this. Hey, big shout out to Manj as well. Yeah, catch you later. Catch you later, Luan, as well. If you gotta, leave, big up to you. We're here chilling, chill along. Roma versus Brighton. We're also wondering, will Xavi Alonso lose his record today? Today is it the day where Xavi Alonso, his unbeaten record is cut today? We shall find out. Romelu Lukaku keeps on clapping every time. It's like, oh, good chance, good chance, good try, man. Lukaku, you gotta score, bro. Lewis dunk. He is ready. He is ready to get his team over the line. This guy is he's actually so underrated for me. Like he's if we were actually considering extending Johnny Evans, we might as well call up Lewis Dunk and be like, yo, we need this guy's always available. His injury record is second to none. He's like Bruno Fernandes of the centre backs in the Premier League. Always getting so many touches. Come on, Paulo Dybala, pass the ball! No! Very good defense by Van Heck. Wow. Why was he not looking? Very, 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 very selfish play there. Very selfish. Could have looked for Dybala. But he decided to be selfish. I think it might have been Paredes, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Big shout out to you. Oh, my mama mia. Wow. That was a nice move by Cristante. Guy's a baller, you know. Ooh, referee, you gotta get involved. That was so dangerous. What? How's that just a yellow? How is that just a yellow? Van Heck, that was so dangerous. Oh, he actually got the ball first. Wow, that was oh. Starts showing though. These guys don't back away from. If you see that somebody's gonna swing his foot, how are you gonna just go like this? Start showing. These guys are unbelievable, you know. The way they just like, all right, I'm gonna die for this club. Somebody is swinging his foot full swing, and Pellegrini decides, you know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't value my my foot that much. Wow, I'll be surprised if he continues to play, you know. Jeez. Big shout out to you, by the way, if you're just joining in. We just are reaching the 39th minute mark right now. Roma versus Brighton and Hove. I'll be on live chill along. Europa League settings. As Man said earlier on, we're practicing for when Manchester United, if Manchester United makes it to Europa League. I could tell you right now, if you're not watching the Roma versus Brighton game, Roma have themselves to blame. They have, out of 10 shots that they took, only 3 of them on target. And Brighton have not taken any big shots on target, except like one moment. One moment when Danny Welbeck headed the ball and forced a very good save. But other than that, I think it might have been Lamptey who hit the ball ball and it was wide over the bar. De Zerbi ball has been non-existent today in terms of shots on target or total shots, you know, which is a little bit concerning. Why is Ferguson on the bench? You know, Roberto De Zerbi. You gotta find a solution. He's got 5 minutes till halftime, and then maybe he'll sit down and have a proper team talk because he's got Ansu Fati on the bench, Adam Lallana on the bench, Evan Ferguson on the bench, and who else probably that could change the game, the complexion of this game from his left back position. You know, Estupinian is not bad. He could probably combine with Andingra on that left-hand side and give Brighton a little bit of an outlet. Because right now, they just don't have anything. It seems like they're playing... it's like that game versus in the weekend, the derby. It seems like Roma is today's Manchester City. And Brighton is Manchester United. Romelu Lukaku, one-on-one. Lukaku makes it 2-0. Oh, Lord. Oh, clap hands for Romelu. He is through. He does the celebration. 7 goals in 9 matches for Romelu Lukaku. It is now 2-0. Roma at the Stadio Olimpico. Roberto De Zerbi is in the mud. Where are they? De Zerbi FC, stand up. De Zerbi FC, let's talk. Whoever wanted Roberto De Zerbi at Manchester United, you gotta come and explain yourself. Wow. Very unlike Lewis Dunk to make that mistake and give the ball to Romelu Lukaku. That was Lewis Dunk. He definitely assisted Lukaku. He gave him the ball, you know. Oh, poor Lewis Dunk. I was just giving you a compliment, Lewis Dunk. How much you've been a field marshal for Brighton. Oh, boy. It's going to be a tough day for Roberto De Zerbi. Tough second half. Anyway, and a tough second leg when they play at the Amex Stadium. Mid-March. That is going to be interesting. On the 14th, 7 days from now, that is when they play the second leg. Wow. Oh, big up R10 in the building saying, Molde got a goal against Bruges. Come on. Shout out to you, R10, for that update. It's 1-0, by the way, if you are wondering about that game. We're talking about Europa Conference League round of 16. Molde playing Club Bruges. Ajax versus Aston Villa. Olympiacos versus Tel Aviv. And Tel Aviv, it's still 3-1. And Lille versus... How do you say this? Sturmgras, I think that's how you say it. An Austrian team. I cannot pronounce any Austrian. I cannot pronounce. Eastern Europe is just a difficult phonetics. You know. We're moments away from halftime right now. Andingra with a very good cross. Will that go in? Oh, mamma mia. What a beautiful save. Wow. What a beautiful save. What a beautiful save from the Serbian goalkeeper. Roma's goalkeeper. Oh, my goodness. That was a really, really nice save. Zvila. Is Rui Patricio on the bench or is let me see. Yeah, Rui Patricio is on the bench. Okay. This is just some rotation by Daniel De Rossi. This Roma coach. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Oh, disaster class. Mamma mia, disaster class. Quarterback FK is 2-0 up. Oh no, Bayern Leverkusen. Their record is going to be beaten today. It's going to be snapped in half. It's going to be snapped like, wow, Xavi Alonso is in the mud. The fairy tale ends today. I guess all fairy tales come to an end. Liverpool also make it 3-0. Darwin Núñez again. Wow, 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 wow. Darwin Núñez brace in Europa League round of 16. He's definitely put his team through into the quarterfinal right now. Yeah, Liverpool are 3-0 up. By the way, in the game for Lille, Gomez is playing. Oh, that's good. Big up to Angel Gomez, man. Nice to see him get some game time, and he's starting. He's the one that actually supplied Jonathan David. No, is he the one who... No, he's not him with the assist. Never mind. Jonathan David scored, though, for Lille. Yeah, you know what? Where's the Jonathan David hype? He was talked about a lot 2 transfer windows ago, and then he had a season where his numbers went down. Hold on. Let's actually deep it a little bit more and be like, what is going on with Jonathan David, who we were rumored to be looking at? The scouts have definitely looked at him. Jonathan David's numbers. Let's see what his stats are looking like. All right. So, yeah. This year, Jonathan David has had in Ligue 1, he's had 12 goals, 2 assists. Is that in 24 appearances? That's okay. That's a fair return, but it's Ligue 1, 12 goals, 2 assists. What about last season? 22-23, Jonathan David had a whooping 24 goals at the end of the season. 24 Ligue 1 goals, right? And 4 assists. Yeah, 24. And the season prior to that, so it was 15. So yes, so he was talked about a lot in the 22-23 season. And I guess for those 24 league goals that he scored, and all that hype has just died down. I'm wondering what is up with Jonathan David. Oh yeah, I forgot to take out the timer. Boom. Still getting used to this. By the way, it's halftime right now. 1 goal to Roma, 0 for Brighton. What record is this? Over 100 people on Twitter X. You guys must be bots. I wish I could show you guys like what are these numbers. It does not make sense. But big up to y'all anyway. If you're a real person, I wish you a real good rest of the week. Make sure you subscribe to Football Power Hour on YouTube. We play the quiz. We play a Kahoot quiz on Friday night. You gotta make sure that you tuned in for that. If at all you're gonna be here and be silent, make sure you tune in for that and participate if you want. It's the Kahoot app, and yeah, every Friday at 10 p.m. UK time or 5 p.m. Eastern time. That is the time when you can do that. Also, I guess we were gonna be watching we might do a watch along to the fight, the AJ fight this weekend. I don't know. I need to figure out my schedule a little bit on that, but the main point is that you subscribe and you hit the like button and you have yourself a wonderful rest of the week. My name is botswanapapi. This is the Football Power Hour, by the way. Leverkusen are playing Ange ball, says R10. Yo, R10, if you know which stream it is where Omo was shouting Ange ball, please let me know. I need to find that soundbite. I thought I had cut it, but I guess I was wrong. But I need to make sure I find it. But and also big up to everybody that's here. That's Shay in the house. Yes, Shay. How come we got 3 likes? That don't make no sense, Shay. That don't make no sense at all. And close to 10 people watching on YouTube. That means we got a major 007 agents. How you doing, Shay? It's been a while, by the way. I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you wanna come say hello. I know your Arsenal is playing next week, so I hope it's not a disaster at the Emirates. Glad that you're doing good, mate. Oh, yes. Yale is also wishing everybody a nice day, Big up, Yale. Paulo Dybala and Romelu Lukaku, the players that have made the difference today for Roma. This is actually not a bad front line, if you ask me, Romelu Lukaku and Paulo Dybala, they could actually form a very, very good partnership that maybe have remember how Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku were a very formidable pair. They kind of complemented each other when Lukaku was top goal scorer in the Serie A. Before, obviously, he went to Chelsea. Before he did that interview.
That is a bloody joke.
Oh, Romelu Lukaku, man. Well, that guy is so interesting of a character. Anyway, I'm sad it didn't work out for him at Chelsea nor at Manchester United. I really wanted Lukaku to have a very good career, but maybe Italian league is for him. After Italy, he should go to Saudi Arabia and call it a day. Hang up the boots in the sandy soils of Saudi Arabia. Say what now? Says Yale. Mike Tyson making a comeback in the ring against Jake Paul. Exactly. I know, Yale. The moment I saw that as well, I was like, hold on. What? Mike Tyson? I thought I saw a picture of Mike Tyson on a wheelchair. I promise. This was just not too long ago. There was a picture of him on a wheelchair. And I was like, I hope he's okay. And then now he's going to fight Jake Paul. Hey, man. It is a real event. It's not a prank, by the way. The tickets are already out there for sale. If you want to watch that one on July 20th, it's going to be an exhibition boxing match. Jake Paul versus Iron Mike Tyson. That's going to be a good. I really miss seeing somebody like Mike Tyson fight because, Floyd Mayweather, he was just out there playing low block, He's so defensive. as a as a boxer, that like he made me lose a little bit of interest in the sport, being like, nah, this is not how fighting should be. But I respect him. I respect his record. I respect his ethic and how he backs himself, and all the fights he's won. It's interesting, how he just does this thing. He's a master of just evading shots. But I was like, I see the style, but this is too low block for me. I like that, you know, Gegen press. And Mike Tyson represents the Gegen press type of boxing for me, you know. Yeah, that's how I view the that's how I translate the boxing styles. But that's why I'm so curious as well about AJ this weekend. How is that fight gonna go? They're both Man United friends. Ngannou and AJ are both Man United fans, if I remember correctly. But right now, I want to make sure that you're there for the Kahoot night, and then after the Kahoot, then we can watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yale says, oh, Iron Mike used to have that one punch that would just destroy someone, That right, oh. Mike Tyson has been training with his pigeons for the last 10 years. He will box the human. Yeah, surely. Puppy, put your hard-earned coins on it. Really, Luman, you sure? You gonna put your money on Iron Mike Tyson? Really? That is wild. That is wild. That is wild. Okay. I hope he doesn't disappoint us. Big shout out to you, by the way, if you're just joining in. It's halftime settings. We have man like Munge in the building. What are you saying, Munge?
What are you saying, man? Just dropping by, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear, brother. Yes. Nice to have you. What Iron Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? Who are you taking?
If it's fixed, then Jake Paul wins. If it's standard procedures, I'm gonna go for Mike Tyson, but we'll find out. It is on Netflix, by the way, so you never know. Jake probably take it, to be honest with you. That's why.
Oh, it's gonna be on Netflix as well. It's gonna be showing on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
By the way, Netflix, if you're listening, you could talk to Pappy for about a deal for the Football Power Hour, also streaming on Netflix in the future. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Come on. Hey, man. Hey, one step at a time. But yes. One day.
Yeah, man.
That would be awesome. By the way, we got 4 people that are 007 agents. Big up to the people that have hit the like button already. Thank you for doing so. Yeah, what about the AJ versus Ngannou fight? Which one are you? Who are you picking in that fight?
First of all, Francis Ngannou should be reigning world heavyweight champion right now because he got screwed out of the last fight. Let's put out there. And
Okay.
but tomorrow I want to go for AJ on points. I think he's gonna get a distance.
AJ on points. He says, all right. Yo, what is Lutata talking about? What happened? Did Mark read your... Yale, what happened on the United States today? Give us the deets. I never done a super chat to Mark Goldbridge. Or to anybody, says yeah. Wow. So the game that we're watching, mine's just Roma versus Brighton, and Deserby Ball looks dead, brother. They look like they are clueless. I don't know if it's the atmosphere at the Stadio Olimpico or if it's actually the fact that the football is sort of plummeting right now. Brighton haven't been on a good moment right now, so I don't know. Were you able to tune into some of the game or not?
Nah, I've got no interest in this competition, man. I'll be
You got
honest.
no
with
interest in Europa. We're gonna be in it, bro.
you. Next year, maybe, but until now, let me have Thursdays off. Let me enjoy. But big up for you
Yeah.
for the watch alongs, though. Big up to you, man. Of course.
I hear you. I hear you. Yes, sir. Now I was just chilling. I was like, you know what? Why not? Why
Yeah.
not? I'm curious if Jose Mourinho was holding these guys back.
Yeah.
And it looks like it, if you ask me.
Deservy ball. Let's see.
The Zerbi ball right now cannot compete with De Rossi ball. It's De Rossi over De Zerbi right now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And yeah, but what's fun to see about Roma is because they've been playing lots of low block football the last like what 18 months. However, Jose Mourinho has been there 2 years almost, 2 years plus.
Yeah.
And now De Rossi is like, yo, Brighton play out from the back always. You have to go press them. And the goal that Dybala scored, I mean that Lukaku scored was from a high press. The goal that Dybala scored was from a high defensive line, and they kind of just beat the offside trap by a thin margin, after a VAR check. So really, I don't even know like if to credit De Rossi for making Roma like look so good when they're pressing, or to say that this is just like an inherent flaw in De Zerbi's system. That's that for me. Part of that, the reason I was like, I gotta do this watch along. I want to see what Roberto De Zerbi is all about. One, when he's also in a predicament, what is he gonna do to actually try and get his players to like wake up. This is like the hallmarks of like a good manager. This is give the team talk that's gonna make the players stand up and be like, all right, we're gonna play. He's made some subs already. Looks like Ansu Fati is about to come on for the second half. And yeah, are you on the De Zerbi hype or no?
Nah, I'm not, man. I
Nah,
think
it's not your thing.
it's not the
Not your cup of
Ange
tea.
board hype. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but here we are. Um, Nah, but real talk, there's too much hype. They need to get like 2, 3 seasons underneath their belt. Then we can really judge, and they got to win something as well. So, you know.
Mm.
What about you?
So, so for me, it's like I like how he's very, very, very systematic, um, and very precise about how he wants his football to be played.
Mhm.
And he's that I respect about him. I mentioned it in a stream ago where I was saying these managers that can concoct a poison, and then these managers that can concoct antidote to the poison. You know,
Yeah,
and he's in they make their own like these the guys that really make their own method to winning, as opposed to like yeah let's figure out how to stop them. So I'm really curious what De Zerbi would do if he's given resources, right, to find the players that he really feel like they would suit his system, because there's no there's no denying that his system is very detailed and sometimes very nice to watch. But
yeah,
but it's obviously like it's got flaws, as we're seeing today. We remember like I did the watch along versus Brighton versus Arsenal. The goals that Arsenal scored were all Brighton's own doing to themselves. It's like Brighton shot themselves in the foot with this building up from the back always. So it's like I feel like he's very good, and I want to see him with resources, but not yet at Manchester United. I would like to see him at some point though, but not yet. I feel like after Brighton, he needs to go somewhere else. He can go to like, say, I don't know, Dortmund. He could do something at Dortmund or Bayer Leverkusen, fill Xavi Alonso's seat if Xavi Alonso moves, and then we see what he's about. Or he could go to a team like Sevilla or maybe Barcelona.
mm,
De Zerbi at Barcelona first, see what he can cook, and then if he wants to leave Barcelona, then he can come to Man United. But right now, straight from Brighton, I say nah.
Fez. I hear you.
Yeah.
The teams I'm looking at for him is probably like Aston Villa when Emery goes,
Good shout.
or maybe a Newcastle. Because, like you said, they might want to upgrade from Eddie Howe. I'm not just saying Eddie Howe's
Mm-hmm.
going to do a great job, but if they want to go
Yeah.
to another level on a ladder and make
Yeah.
progress, I think De Zerbi might be guy for them, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, because also Newcastle have the big budget, you know.
Mm.
They have the big budget. By the way, a goal for Liverpool again about 2 minutes ago. Wow, Liverpool are flying high. That definitely through into the quarterfinals, no questions asked. But Bradley scored an own goal, and now it is 3-1 Liverpool versus Sparta Prague. Men like Lutata says, Poppy, your question should be: would De Zerbi favor players? Would he make right subs at the right time? Would he be fair to all players? And would he use youngsters? Ooh, that is a loaded what is it? Vetting question that Lutata says. Yeah. Would he use youngsters? I think so. Would he be fair to all players? Is he being fair to Evan Ferguson right now? I doubt it. But maybe De Zerbi also has a plan for Ferguson, because he also got this wonder kid from Barcelona, right? And he hasn't been really using Ansu Fati that much. Ansu Fati now just got his chance at the beginning of the second half. Let's see. This one would answer the part about your question about the right subs at the right time. If Ansu Fati contributes to this game and turns Brighton's fortunes around, then De Zerbi has answered a lot of our questions today, Lutata. You know, but you cannot fault his how what's the word
Methodology.
methodology. The methodology is methodologizing, if you get what I'm saying.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, De Zerbi he's definitely got his own plan. De Zerbi does not look like he uses youngsters, so he actually does not fit to be a really Yale. Really, Ansu Fati is a youngster. He's getting some time today. Let's see who else is in this lineup that we can consider a youngster versus old star. I can tell you that Andingra is definitely a youngster. He's 20, 22, 21. Enciso is 20. Buonanotte is 19. Yale, I think this assertion you just made about De Zerbi may be false. Lamptey is 23. Tariq Lamptey is 23. Gilmore is 22. This is just a team of youngsters. The only old players as Lewis Dunk and Danny Welbeck. Only old players. Ego is like 25, 26. The left back. Yeah, no, Ego, come on. Ego is 26. And so Yale, I think we gotta give 23 is not youngster. That is a young man, says Jan. Really?
Hey, boss, what time do you live tomorrow? 10 o'clock.
Yes, 10 for the
quiz.
happy hour. Yes,
And
sir.
fight starts about 11:20 UK time. Just
11:20. Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna try get the happy hour done in an hour 30 minutes. We'll be a little late for the fight. Because we'll probably have to do some predictions as well.
Yeah, man. I'll catch you then. Yeah, I gotta bounce. I gotta head out.
Big up, my bro. Big up. Thank you for swinging by and saying hello.
Anytime, man. Big up. Take care.
I'll see you on the happy hour, my brother. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, yeah?
You too, my G. Take care.
Peace. That's men like Manj right there. Okay, all right. Clarify, y'all. The youngster is 17 to 19 or 20. But y'all, come on. There's a Europa League round of 16. That's like you're saying you see an under 18 coach. Is that what? Yeah, you're being harsh. You're being harsh now. Nah. Guys in the chat, no. Let's talk with Yale about this. Youngster is 17 to 19. Yale, I refuse. I think youngster can extend to 22, 21, 22. When that 22, 23, 24, then they are young players. You can drop the star, right? They're just young. 25, 26, you're now no more a young man. You're now a man. 27 in football terms. 20, 27, 28, 29, 30. When you reach that range, I think now we're calling you big man. You know what I mean? And then once you're 31 plus, like you're old man now. You're Zlatan, pretty much. You know? I don't know. How do you view it? I don't know. When are the 24 to 25 is in the middle? When that 24 to 25, they're in the middle of their career, says Yale. In old school settings, yes. But nowadays, athletes take care of themselves so much, man. That Yale, they play till that 35, you know. They play, look at James Milner. Look at Ashley Young. Guys are like setting the benchmark of now an old player. This is like how long till they play. Of course, there's the anomaly. There is the guys like Eden Hazard who retires at 32, 33. You know, but all I'm saying is like the modern footballer today has the case that I'm making, Yale, is that the modern footballer today has extended his footballing span to a little bit more than what it was, maybe like 10 years ago. They've at least added 5 to 7 years, you know. So if obviously it all depends on the position. If you're a winger, then you know you're probably not gonna be a winger in your 33, 34. Nah, your hamstrings are probably gonna be done by then. That's why unpopular opinion, Kylian Mbappe does not have long. People think he has long left. He needs to develop other parts of his game, you know, and not rely on pace. Marcus Rashford does not have that long left in top class football. Like he I think maybe 3, 4 seasons, then you start to see the dip. He's already actually starting to look a little slower. Not always, but partially part of that maybe just be effort. But you know, there is something there about his pace that I'm observing, and it's looking like Marcus Rashford in 3 seasons he'll definitely be moving really slow. And hopefully he can evolve his game. Oh, Brighton asking questions of Roma right now. Could they do it? Could they do it? Lamptey on the ball. Oh, lack of quality in the cross from Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck, man.
Get right here, man.
How old are you again, Danny? 33? How old is Danny Welbeck? On the conversation about youngsters and old stars, Danny Welbeck is 33 years of age. Yes, yes. He's also somebody, he feels like he's been there for a while, you know. Mr. Welbeck. I know that what's his name? Theo Walcott retired not too long ago. And for me, Danny Welbeck and Theo Walcott belong in the same like conversation, you know. That's why I brought him up. Big shout out to you, by the way, if you're just joining in. We got some new folks that just walked in the building. I appreciate you. Somehow we are almost 10 people, 10 people on YouTube. Echo is echoing. Puffy in the house. Man like Matata just walked in as well. Big up to you. Echo is echo. What is this echo situation? Brighton, you have to come up with solutions now. What is this? These guys don't have that shooting boots. What are you doing? Roberto De Zerbi is pointing at his eye. He says, look for the extra pass. Oh, Lord. Yale reminded us earlier on that Liverpool are having a goal festival, by the way. If you're just joining in, it's a massacre over there. 4-1 for Liverpool. Sparta is in trouble. Nunes brace, McAllister scored a penalty, and now Diaz makes it 4-1. The other game that's going on, Leverkusen still in the mud. It looks like Xavi Alonso's record today is going to be broken. It's going to be stopped. Shaka is also who's been like such a solid player in the midfield for Leverkusen. He's been substituted out, I think, due to injury. And yeah, it's not a good day. It's not a good day for Xavi Alonso. He has less than 30 minutes to turn things around, to find 2 goals or 3 goals out of nowhere. Roma is the game that we have the most focus on right now. That's the game that I have on the big screen. It's 2-0 Roma. Compliments of Romelu Lukaku, and Paulo Dybala. Yeah. This Ferguson point, by the way, he's gotten only 5 games all season. There's a guy who was top goal scorer of last season in terms of the teenagers. He was up there in I remember mid-season or like towards the end of the season, we were doing a Kahoot quiz, and Ferguson's name was up there in terms of like teenagers that were performing really well in the Premier League. And it's just surprising that he's gotten 5 games all season. Roberto De Zerbi, questions will be asked, especially if you don't turn this around. Goalkeepers should be playing till they're 50. I don't know why they don't, says men like Matata. Probably because reflexes they start to slow down once you're at least 42. How long did Buffon play till? I think Buffon is an anomaly, though. Buffon, 46 years of age right now, and I feel like he just retired, right? So, but yeah, I get what you mean. It's not like they're running around, though. If you can keep your reflexes sharp, part of getting old, right, is figuring out the parts that you are able to keep fresh and sharp of yourself, so that you, as a player, still remain useful to a squad. And a goalkeeper, like for me, David De Gea, he still got 10 years left if he wanted. But right now, he's also just out of practice, out of sharpness. Like, what is he doing? He should have at least pulled a Johnny Evans and go be a substitute goalkeeper somewhere, while you're figuring out your next move, Hey, don't forget Ryan Giggs. He played well into his late 30s. Yeah, Ryan Giggs is an anomaly, though, Palfi. Come on. Ryan Giggs. Matata blamed Wayne Rooney. He blames the beers. The boy Wayne likes the pub. Oh man, I'd love, one of my lifetime dreams is to have a beer, a couple of beers with Wayne. I'd love to have that. Haaland will be playing till his hair is gone. Very true, Matata. Very true. Haaland relies on physicality, not just his pace as well, right? So, and his aerial ability is pretty strong. He's got a Zlatan type of longevity if he wanted in his life, So you're right. You're right. You're right. He's got a long, long, long time ahead. Quick question. Big up to Admiral Drex. Air horn also, by the way, for you too, Palfi and Matata. Quick question. Unai or De Zerbi? Drex, the answer is simple. Roberto De Zerbi right now is looking like he's in the mud, so I'm going to give him the 007 award and say I will take Unai Emery. If you had gun to my head, Unai or De Zerbi, I'm taking... Right now, I'm taking Unai Emery. Why? Because Unai Emery has definitely won, not just his pedigree in Europe, you know. It's a tough one. I feel like De Zerbi has to go through the steps that Unai Emery has gone through for me to believe in that project at Manchester United. Guys, we have a whooping 128 people! What? You guys on Twitter X, repost so I know that you're not bots. Come on, man. Are you guys really real people? Hit the like button and come to the YouTube side. All 128 of you. If you do it right now, we would get over 1K. You know what I mean? But anyway, so my point, the point that I was trying to get at is Unai Emery has put in the work. He's put in the mileage, if you get what I mean. He's more seasoned and more ready and more marinated to become a Manchester United manager than Roberto De Zerbi. Even though Roberto De Zerbi might have a higher potential than Unai Emery. That is the point that I'm trying to really really carefully articulate. But in the long term, I'm more De Zerbi ball than Unai Emery ball. You know? And I don't know where Unai Emery falls in the poison antidote type of manager. You know, the guys that a tactician who has a system that is like a new system that is problematic for many managers versus the manager who works to dissolve a system, you know, that is good. You know, so I don't know where Unai Emery falls in that spectrum, you know. Another goal for Roma! It is 3-0 Roma!
Oh my God!
Oh, yes, Mancini with the goal. Mancini. Wow. It looks like De Rossi is through. De Rossi is through to the quarterfinals. 3-0? There's no way Roberto De Zerbi is going to overturn a 3-0 deficit. Even if you're playing at home. This is Roma that know how to defend, you know. Wow, the center back has made it 3-0 Roma. And De Zerbi ball.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way! Yeah.
You see, Palfi, you see what I'm talking about? He can't even beat a new... De Rossi does not even... Daniel De Rossi. He should not be beating Roberto De Zerbi. Why? Daniel De Rossi just got here. He's only... He was 39 years old. He just turned 40, you know. He just turned 40 not too long ago, you know. And as like the guy as a manager, let me see his managerial record real quick. I can't even find his managerial record because it's non-existent. Daniel De Rossi was playing for Roma that season where we had the pandemic. And he's out here outclassing your manager that you want, Palfi. How does that? You still stand by Roberto De Zerbi? After knowing that? Admiral Drex, we needed Diego's. Yeah, no! Until eriktenhag. Nah. I pressed the wrong button. But Matata, you cannot say Diego Simeone.
But what the hell, boy?
Nah. Brighton, forget it. You're not coming back from 3-0. This is an Italian team. You about to see the master of the dark arts, the darkest of the darkest arts right now. There's no way. If De Zerbi can overturn this, Palfi, in the second leg, then we can talk. Then we can talk because the guy would have gained triple the respect, you know. So I just don't know. I just don't know if I feel like he's quite there yet with his education as a coach. I love his methods, but he needs to have moments like this where he goes back to reflect on his strategy and be like, you know what, that method that I'm playing is good, but this is what it needs for me to just like make sure it gets to the next level. Because you can't be going to Roma and then getting slapped on the butt cheeks 3 times. Oh, nah. Get that inexperience out of here. And how old is De Zerbi again? He's also probably like 40 something, right? Roberto De Zerbi is 44 years of age, if you were wondering. By the way, another game, Villa are struggling against maybe the worst Ajax team in 30 years. Oh, it's pandemonium at the Stadio Olimpico. 4 goals to 0. Wow.
Jesus is Lord.
Roberto De Zerbi is in the mud. Drex, no. That 007 was not for you, brother. Sorry, I'm just catching up to what you're saying. Roberto De Zerbi is in the mud. 4-0. Bayer Leverkusen are mounting a comeback. 2-1 now. Come on. You have to protect Xavi Alonso's record. De Rossi is feeding off of Mourinho's plate, says men like Lutata. Really? But he's feeding off of Mourinho's plate, but playing anti-Mourinho ball, though. If you're watching this game right now, Brighton are causing their own problems. The first 2 goals is all flaws. 1, the building up from the back. 2, offside, this high line nonsense that he's been playing. This 4th goal that Cristante just scored, you could say maybe it's Roma's own merit from open play, where the winger is pushing the ball on the left flank, and then Cristante is there to connect with it. But all of this has been Brighton's faults, and they're rattled in confidence. That's what happens with this high risk, high reward we were talking about at the beginning of the show. Now it's the high risk. Unai Emery, says Drex. He goes with Unai Emery over Roberto De Zerbi. Palfi went with Roberto De Zerbi. What does R10 go with? I'm curious. What does men like Matata think? Are you taking De Zerbi over Emery? Unai Emery or what? Papi is so confused as to who the United manager should that he will end up with the Mick Ruby or the Jarvis. Nah. I'll never let Jarvis in the Man United dugout. No, Mick. Oh, Jarvis will be like, all right, guys, here are your heat maps. He would. Oh, boy, no. Not Jarvis. I think they would make good coaches, though. Especially as Mick would. I can see Mick being a good coach. Attacking coach. I think both managers are kind of pragmatic. Not sure if it fits United DNA. Pragmatic. In what sense, Arten? I'd say the opposite about Roberto Di Zerbi. He's more too adventurous. I wouldn't say that's pragmatism. No, really. Probably the more pragmatic one is Unai Emery over De Zerbi, in my opinion. Could be wrong. Let me know how you're defining pragmatic. Is it yeah. I need clarification of that. Roma has put too many holes in Brighton boat. No way back. The Brighton boat is sinking, says Yale. I agree. It is done. It is done. The odds for Brighton win in the second leg would be so tempting, yeah? Do not waste your money on bet on Brighton, Lutata. No, Matata, please do not. Sorry I called you Lutata, but please do not waste your money betting on Brighton. This team is done. Look at this. What are they doing? They keep playing the same way. Building up, inviting so much pressure. And Dingra with the ball on the left. He's no Mitoma. Yeah, De Zerbi ball. The flaws are all here for us to see. Let's toss spices in the pot. Okay, I'm taking Potter over Unai. Yo!
Get right here, man. Jesus is Lord.
Are you no. Yale, have you been hanging out with Mark? I need whatever spices y'all having because what? Graham who? Guys. Yale is on some other level right now. Really? Graham Potter? Nah. I think you're trolling. Be serious. Tell me why, Yale. Why Graham Potter? Just even one reason. Or even two reasons. Don't say because he's known for working with the youth. I'm curious why Graham Potter would be your pick. Brighton appealing for a corner kick here. This game is done. Well, 74 minutes into the game. 4-0. To Roma. Ooh. Estupinian comes in, finally. As we've been saying, where is the left back? Estupinian, maybe he might do something. Buonanotte comes off and Veltman comes in. I don't know much about Veltman. I've seen him play for Brighton, but I don't know much about his skill set. Palfi says, I can't argue with you here. I agree. United need someone with pedigree, real winning history, who will get player respect and money from the board instantly. Exactly. Yeah, real winning pedigree. Them guys, like, what is men about saying Potter? Potter's gone to the party. Exactly, Palfi. If Unai comes to Man United and fails, then Arsenal fans will be greeting us good evening all our lives. That's true. So, so just based on that, the De Zerbi option is safe. They'll be like, you deserve it. Don't you think they'll troll us like that? He says if he fails, then we will remember him for his cute face. That is funny, Matata. Yeah. De Zerbi also looks like a movie star, you know. He's got this movie. Him and Thomas Frank a little bit. They got this like, oh, man should be on a movie. Big shout out to everybody that's tuned in, by the way. I'm still getting used to this. We got over 125 people watching on Twitter X. We got 11 people watching on YouTube. So it's a total of 136. Some of them could be bots. Some of them could be real people. Some of them could be 007 agents. Either way, big shout out to you. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Contribute to this conversation if you would like. I want to know where you stand over this. Drex says, Porter over Deservy. I need bleach. Am I reading properly? That's not spice, R10. That's food poisoning. I agree with you. Drake said also him as well. What? Who's Roma manager? Shout out to Stephanie in the house. Roma manager, his name is Daniel De Rossi. He was a Roma football player in the season of 2019-2020. That pandemic season, he was playing. And then he went to another club and then retired. And now he is out here slapping Roberto De Zerbi on his butt cheeks, and people in here are claiming they want De Zerbi. What? Stephanie, who do you take? Roberto De Zerbi, Graham Flopper, and good evening, Unai Emery. Who is your pick from the three? We should do a little poll, actually, you know? I'm going to do the poll next time. I want to make sure that I see if also Bayern Leverkusen, have they scored that goal yet? Is it still 2-1? It's still 2-1 over there on that game. 10 minutes left. Can Bayer Leverkusen find something out of nothing? Yes, come on, guys. Hop on to YouTube, people, on X, and smash a like and subscribe, right? It's crazy. All the 125 people, and they was just been there just watching like this, not participating in the conversation. Oh, Brighton could have scored there, could have made it 4-1. If they go home with that one goal, maybe they might have a chance in the second leg. But 4 goals. 4 goals, you know. Even I might have to like call them bottle jobs of the season if Roma gives away 4 goals and doesn't capitalize on that. Ten says sounds like a quiz question. Unai, he's won trophies. Stephanie is going with Unai Emery over Graham Potter and over Roberto De Zerbi. Yes. The Europa League, he's definitely put his hand on it a few times. Is he the manager that's won it the most? Europa League managers. Let's see. Fun fact of the day. It might be in the quiz. It might not be in the quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, Unai Emery, he is the guy with the most UEFA Europa League titles. He's got 4 in the bag. Giovanni Trapattoni has got 3 in the bag. Diego Simeone and Jose Mourinho have 2 in the bag. Big shout out to everybody that's tuned in. You're going to find this question, maybe not, in the quiz. But I'm going to repeat it one more time. Unai Emery has 4 UEFA Europa League titles under his name. Trapattoni has 3. And Simeone and Mourinho have 2, as well as Rafa Benitez. Wow. Unai Emery is definitely a winner. He's got winning pedigree for sure. Oh, Brighton came so close there. And that was the Captain Lewis dunk. Can you tell me What is Ferguson is not even in this game. What is he doing on the bench? Roberto Di Zerbi? You got guys like Lewis Dunk taking shots from... Oh, finally, Danny Welbeck comes off, and now Evan Ferguson gets a moment to shine. Hashtag free Ferguson, you know. Billy Gilmore comes out, and then Baleba comes in. De Rossi also responds tactically with a couple of substitutions. All right. 10 minutes or so left. Unai is the dawn of Europa. Yeah, no, he definitely is. He deserves his accolades for that, for real. Lady Stephanie will lend me some cash for betting this weekend, says Matata. Nah. Matata. Stephanie, do not loan Matata any cash, please. What is Matata talking about? Do not loan him any cash. He wants to bet. He's going to bet on Brighton scoring 4 goals at the Amex Stadium. Or actually this weekend. Matata, if you are going to bet on this weekend, okay, let's talk about the game. Liverpool versus Man City. Which one are you betting on? Who's taking it? Liverpool versus Manchester City this weekend, fam. I'm curious if Stephanie lent you some money. Where are you gonna put it? Matata, don't bet, but he just drink. Wise words from Stephanie right there. You know. By the way, Stephanie, have you finished painting your painting project? I'm curious how that is going. Stephanie's rebuilding like Old Trafford. Stephanie is doing some changes, some repainting things. I'm curious how that has been going for you, by the way. Yeah, Matata says, Papi, it's a draw. Trust me. Really? You think Liverpool versus Manchester City is going to end as a draw? Have you seen the form that Darwin Noodles is on? Boy is gonna cook. The odds on United against Everton would be like 1.5. Oh, yeah. That one is also another one, you know. That's also another big one. Manchester United versus Everton. Palfi feels like Liverpool are gonna win it 2-1. Salah's goal was off. Salah wants to score and he's offside. These guys want to make it 5-1 versus Sparta. They want to really make sure that the second leg is just kids and they focus on the Premier League. Man, Klopp, man. Will he win this Europa League as well? That would be crazy. 2-1. Liverpool said Palfi, we'll see. Question is, will he leave Aston Villa and what he started? He has a young developing squad there. Is there enough appeal left at United in this present moment? Very, very big question there by Palfi. Yeah, United is slowly losing its appeal, it was slowly losing its appeal, but I think the Ineos brothers have stepped in and shown that we have some serious ambition with the backroom staff that they've recruited or that rumored to be bringing in as well. So I think, Palfi, it is a alluring proposition to be a Manchester United manager now more than ever. With the Glazer structure and all that, with the woes that we know that Mourinho faced and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer faced, I don't think a lot of managers are attracted to this to this organization that we have the way it is right now. So that's why I feel like the appeal point that you're mentioning, that you're bringing up, is very valid. But now Ineos are starting to fix that appeal again. We're gonna get that mass appeal, if you feel. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean. Painting is almost finished.
Someone early on said, trust the process. My thought was, what's the process?
What's the process? Stephanie, painting is supposed to do the thing and finish it and let the paint dry. Then you can put all the other things. What is this slow process that you're talking about? Always sidetracked by YouTube. You can put the watch along, chill along, and then paint while it's on. I'm kidding. I was just giving you a hard time, but I hear you. Man United will win 3-1 against Everton, says Paul. Palfy, should I start putting in your predictions already? All right. Palfy, you already gave the 2-1 Liverpool and also the 3-1 Man United. We play the predictor game. And Palfy, I need your name in there. And you played last match day 27. So match day 28 is around the corner, guys. It's time to start thinking about your fixtures and what your prediction is going to be. Coffee, I'm going to go ahead and just put in yours real quick because I have a moment right now. Man United versus Everton. Mama mia, that game is so early. 7:30 in the morning for us in North America. Sheesh. I'll be very sleepy for that one, but we'll be there. We will be there in full effect. Man United versus Everton. What is your prediction? If you have given the fixture some thought, let me know your prediction in the chat. I will put it into this spreadsheet, and you can be a part of the game. I would encourage you to be here and be a part of the game, please. And also, we have to look at the league table. I don't think we've added all the points from match day 27. I just realized that right now. Oh boy, it's going to be interesting. I don't think I did well in match day 27. We should stop playing this game. I'm messing up. I definitely didn't do well. Oh boy. Hey, thank you for saying I answered that well, Puffy. Big up to you. Big up to Stephanie saying United 4-4 draw against Everton. Okay. I thought that was your prediction for this weekend. All right. Stephanie's traumatized by the 4-4 draw against Everton in 2012. We let Chitty in to win their first Premier League. Oh, yeah. Talk about trauma-inducing moments. Oh. Yeah, I hear you, Stephanie. Putting some thought into this weekend's games. I'm curious what you're gonna say. Is it gonna be 2-1 all home teams again, guys? That's a strategy that Stephanie once used, by the way. 2-1 to all the home teams, and it actually worked out all right. Let me see if men like Drex is in the building. Big up, Drex.
Yo, big up yourself, Papi. How you doing?
Hey, I am seeing the Zebby ballers in the mud.
Bro, this season hasn't been good for him, right? Yeah, his away record this season it's been poor. Like if you actually take a deep dive into it, you'd see that he's not been doing well this season. And this just it feels like this is happening to a lot of the people that actually were thinking, okay, oh well, like looking at De Zerbi as a possible replacement for Ten Hag. Now, De Zerbi's got the injury to his name. He's got injuries as well. His away record this season hasn't been great, although he still plays the same style of football, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this is where I get to like call put in a debate. You play your style of football with not much of your first team starters, right? And you still
Yeah.
play your expressive kind of football, leaving a lot of
Yeah.
holes at the back, which the likes of Roma, as we see, about to even get the fifth one,
Yeah.
exploited, right? So, um, at what point do you
Christmas, bro.
at what point do you say, although I have my style of football, but there are some games you just have to go in, especially when you go into an Italian team, away, you have to go keep it close, right? Because the
Yeah.
Italian team, they don't know how to do well out of their home. When they
Yes.
come to Europe, especially England, they find it, and someone like Roma that's always had a tough time in England, right? They find it hard. So
Mm-hmm.
something like this is somewhere where you just maybe don't let them score no more than one, right? But that's on the
Yeah.
side. Why I said Porter. Let me just finish up. So so in that regards, right? So you already know
Yeah.
Ten Hag is facing this sort of injuries he's facing, and
Mm-hmm.
now De Zerbi is facing his own share of injuries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that not give us a light of a kind of insight as to what might happen if this guy comes in and gets a torrid season like the one Eriktenhag is having at the moment? Remember, De Zerbi hasn't faced the Greenwood situation. He didn't get to face the
Ronaldo.
Sancho. No, Ronaldo was last season. I don't want to even go back as far as last season.
Okay.
Yeah, so he didn't get to face the Sancho thing. He didn't get to face the Marcus Rashford off and on thing. He didn't get to face the Antony's alleged stuff. He didn't get to face the big one, which is the takeover uncertainty, right? So he's not getting all of this, and he's not even getting the media backlash or the media. They're not on his case, right? And
Yeah.
he's got a lot of breather, but he's still not doing well in terms of. I don't say it's a bad coach, but I say he's not doing well in terms of the amount of injuries he's got now, right? Away and his away form, like I said earlier, has been not so great, right? So those are the things I look out for. I'm like, yo, if this guy comes to United and gets a season like the way it is at Brighton, are we still going to be saying? Are we not going to be saying Deserbi out? Because knowing United fans, they hate anything that's got to do with patience. If you are a girl and your name starts with it's patience, by the way, don't forget about it. You can't have a serious relationship with any United fan. They're just gonna kick you out of
Yeah.
the door, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking, yeah, bro. That's what I'm thinking. And now, to in comparison to Porter, why I said I take Porter over him. Porter was the one that actually set everything in Brighton going. Not much Deserby. Potter had
Mm-hmm.
Brighton playing a style of football which De Zerbi just came on to just continue in that role. It's not like De Zerbi came in and changed everything and got what's me call it Brighton to be playing some exceptional football.
True. True.
Potter already put in the bedrock. Potter was like, um,
But
ju-
but 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 Deserbi's ball at Shakhtar Donetsk though was also very very
no,
attractive and nice.
I'm not saying he doesn't play. Papi, we watched Brighton even when last season when this guy came, they were playing good football. I'm not saying that. I'm far away from it. I'm not saying that they were playing.
Leverkusen, Xavi Alonso. The record will remain intact. It is
Barcelona have
2-2.
bid. No, I don't
Yeah.
think Barcelona have bid him for Greenwood yet. I don't know. I don't. We might have a report, but what I heard was that they are looking at it. I don't think that source is actually correct. But let's go back to the Porter thing.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not saying De Zerbi doesn't play the style of football, right? But it feels like De Zerbi's hype is coming from a time where United are having their own downside, right? And everybody's saying, okay, look at De Zerbi. He just got into the league. I bet you if this was and everybody will be saying let's get Ange because now why people are not saying that is because Ange is just here not up to his season. It's the hype.
Yeah.
De Zerbi for me is a good coach, but I feel like I would take Potter any day because Potter actually built that Brighton team. So if Ineos are actually, I'm not saying this is the case, but it's if Ineos are looking to get rid of Erik Ten Hag and want somebody like Omo always said, want somebody that will just come create something before they move that manager on. Then they might want
Mm,
to get someone like a Porter, right? To come
mm,
because they come put in like a bedrock, which for me, whatever they want to do, right, they should do is their club. I'm just a fan, right? But I'm saying Potter built the bedrock of this Brighton team, right? So De Zerbi just came, just put in, you know how you change your garden. De Zerbi just came, just put in a few fertilizers and all of that, right? So to just make it flourish. So that's how that's my opinion, right? So that's why I said that's why because look at it. Potter was doing something right when
yeah.
before Chelsea when I had his service. Potter was doing some. Potter wasn't just people say okay, it was average, but Potter wasn't. Potter actually caught the highs of a lot of even United fans at the moment. Before he went to Chelsea and flopped, a lot of United fans were saying, "Oh, we should get Potter if they were going to sack Ole that time. Get Potter in and all of that." Some people were saying, "Wait till the end of the season. Let Ole go at the end of the season while you get Potter." But it happened that Posh and what's his name was available, eriktenhag, and United had to decide immediately on which to go for, get, you know? So, but
Yeah. Yeah.
for me,
Did we lose you there? I think we lost you, Drex.
what has this guy even done?
Yeah,
Right?
you're back. Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Sorry,
this?
sorry. You had cut out for a second, but you're back now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to repeat what you just said the
No, I
last
would
10
say,
seconds?
yeah, I'm saying that for me, even some of the United fans, right, added to my own little bias as to why I don't want Potter because the guy just came and everybody is singing his praise. They don't want to even give. It feels like for United fans, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? Even if there are mines and there are traps and thorns on the other side, they just see okay because it's green. Somebody puts a green color on the field. Everybody, oh, it's good that way. It's good that way, right? But
Mm-mm.
just for discussion's sake, I mean, I would take for just discussion's sake, I would if you put Potter, you put De Zerbi in front of me and say Drex pick one. I'm gonna take what's his name? I'm gonna
Water.
take Porter. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I hear it. I mean, for me, I know that Potter. First of all, like a lot of people judge him by his stint at Chelsea. When we know Chelsea was a shit show. Let's be honest. That it was a circus. So
Yeah.
that's not a really good way to judge what he's all about. And you have to remember the groundwork that he put in, as you eloquently put it. Of like, yeah, he planted a lot of those trees, that deserving right now is just pruning and putting fertilizer on or whatever, and just sort of. But Potter's uh I feel like his next step though should be another club that's in between Man United and but above Brighton. That's
Yeah.
precisely like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
point that I was trying to
Yeah.
explain
It should
earlier
maybe
on.
somewhere like an Aston Villa or
And
somewhere like an
Aston Villa,
Aston
yeah,
Villa.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is exactly. I like that you said that because I was explaining that about Unai Emery, saying he's gotten a lot more experience that I'd want for Roberto Di Zerbi before he can even come to Manchester United.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
know, and that's the thing. Like sometimes managers make the jump too quick, too soon, and
100.
we saw what happens when you do that. Frank Lampard, whatever,
Oh, yeah.
Gerrard, the list goes on. But
Oh, Frank
you have
Lampard. I feel like Frank Lampard's case. He needed to go from the Championship, go to League One, do a time at League One, come back to the
to go
Championship.
to Spain. Yeah, I'll come back to the championship or go to Germany.
Yeah.
Just areas where right now this is gonna be good education for Roberto Di Zerbi. When he goes to bed tonight, he's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, like, is it just an unfortunate event, or do I need to learn from the experience the 4-0 thumping that I I
Maybe,
experienced?
he's setting a kind of a high standard for himself because now maybe he's letting what the press is saying get into his head. I'm not too sure. I'm just talking from a fan's
Yeah,
perspective. Like they've been
yeah.
singing, "Oh, Deserbi to United." Ineos want Deserbi. Ineos
Mm,
is looking at Deserbi. Papa, you and I, we're all humans, right? If somebody is singing
yeah,
your praise too much, there's a point it comes to, right, where you might just get into your head, right? Now, it's not left for you
yeah.
to actually just disregard it or do whatever you want to do and just let it go. But for me, I feel like in my own case, I feel like in this case, he might be thinking, okay, he might have overthought about it. He might have overthought about this game, maybe trying to put himself on the world stage to show that he's there with the big guys, right? So,
Yeah.
and like I said earlier, injury is not his kindest friend at this point in time, right? So
Yeah.
it could
Who
be
Robert right?
yeah, it could be. Yeah, it deserve it. It could be a case of both of them. It could be a case of is letting the media hype get to him. At the same time, he's not paying a reality to what he has at hand at the moment in terms of
Yeah.
the injury, the personnel he has to actually execute what he wants to do at the moment.
Yeah. I want to circle to Puffy's point from earlier on, actually, where Puffy said Brighton did sell two of their key midfielders preseason without true replacements. You know, that's also something to take into context when you're looking at how De Zerbi is doing this season.
Okay, what does that remind you? How does that set up? What does it remind you of when it comes to United? We do the same thing. We sell players and don't replace them. So I'm just telling you, this is just a
No,
mirror.
that's how it's been. Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, and Papi, I'm not talking about the future with Ineos. I'm talking about what we know.
yeah,
Because guess what? The Glazers are still here. For all we know, all of this could just be a facade or a mirage, some type of way, right? So I'm saying, based on what we know, what does this remind you of? Reminds you of a United that we saw players that don't replace. We haven't still replaced Cristiano Ronaldo. We haven't replaced Paul Pogba. We haven't
yeah,
replaced Cavani. Marshall said he was going to leave at the end of the season. There was a January transfer. We couldn't even get somebody to stand in place of Marshall. So when you think about this, it's like there's a mirror right in front of there's like this. It feels like the future is in front of De Zerbi. Future is in front of United fans. Seeing De Zerbi, seeing Ten Hag, seeing what De Zerbi is going through at the moment, and try to say, okay, yo, this thing is almost similar to what's happening in United. Is he gonna survive?
yeah,
And
yeah,
don't
yeah,
forget,
yeah,
it's not Brighton we're talking about. It's Manchester United,
yeah.
MUFC, in all caps, with the fan base, with the history. Bro, this guy.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a
yeah,
bad
no,
manager. People
it's a
don't twist my word. I'm not saying he's a bad manager. When you come into United, it's a different kettle of fish, bro. It's a different, bro.
yeah,
Like even Eriktenhag, right? At this, now I'm looking at it. I'm like, maybe Eriktenhag should have maybe done an internship, maybe with Brighton or Aston Villa before coming to United to actually test the waters. No, I'm just saying because, bro, Papi, it's United. It is Manchester United. Whether we like it or not, we've been strolling for the past 13 years. We know we've been strolling where everybody has been on a Lamborghini and stuff running, right?
yeah,
But don't
yeah.
forget, it's still United. That if they
Hmm.
decide to pull up tomorrow and get a Lamborghini, they'll be getting the highest level of Lamborghini.
True,
So,
true. I,
when you,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, I hear what you're saying. It's the scrutiny, the constant like pressure from Man United is like a big pressure box, and you have to be ready before you step in. I think somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier on. It might be Palfi who said it's do or die, and
100%. It's like life or
whoever
death
beats
here.
you now. There we go. That's the comment that I was looking for. This is the most poignant comment about the Man United dugout. You gotta have the cojones. You gotta
Oh
have
man,
the
yeah, yes, that's the word, the cojones. Like you
yeah.
have to say it in Spanish. You have to let them know, man. Like, yo, bro, you come in here, your balls should be bigger than I don't know what, like bigger than the biggest wrecking ball in the world, man. You have to.
True that. True that. True that. No, I hear you. Joe Blackman says, "How dare you say that? Which one are you referring to, Joe?
Pick up Joe.
Which one are you referring to me? Um, yeah, Roberto is not ready. That's the general opinion, and I'm gonna agree with that. He's not ready to be Manchester United manager at all
No,
today,
but
ladies
let
and
me let me let me
gentlemen.
say it on the other side. Let me go on the other side of the fence and actually echo it in here.
Yeah,
We might get him in, right? And
yeah,
for some reason, all the bolts and nuts would just click, and he would just be riding this, like he would just be riding on the gliding like that, like an eagle on the in the wind, right? For so that's me just being on the other side of the fence, trying to like still give those people that want him some sort of something to hope for. But if you deep it down for real, right? Go ahead.
Hmm.
If
I'd
you,
rather see Marcelo Bielsa at Man United
you see,
than
these are the names that I really want to be hearing, not the hype, man. Bielsa,
yeah,
if you put Bielsa, Una Emery, De Zerbi in front of me, of course I'm going to be taking Bielsa. These
yeah,
are these are coaches. Bielsa is a coach that when he steps into the dressing room, right? People look at him. His pedigree actually tells you, yo, this guy's not here to play, man. He might have coached the Leeds, he might have been, but this guy is a powerhouse. It's like
yeah,
it's like it's like before Rawhausen fell ill, right? Rawhausen pulls up to a team. They were like, yo, this guy is not just a small boy. This guy has
hmm,
been everywhere. This guy knows what this football is talking about, right? So those are the kind of names that you know what the hype. And don't forget, right? If we for some reason we get the Zerbi, oh my
yeah,
days. If he makes a mistake, bro, they're gonna the media that has been hyping him, my days, the drafts will be out with the knives, man. They would
yeah.
finish him. You know, it's United. Everybody wants to get click and everybody wants to make a story. They would finish him.
Of course. Um, Joe was responding to when you said Eric
Oh,
Ten Hag should have gotten an
no, no,
intention.
no, Joe. I was just saying. I'm coming to think about what Eriktenhag is facing right now at the club. Right, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Like I love see. I love this manager so. Like the first time I watched, I won't tell you. I'm not. I won't tell you no lie. The first time I watched Erik Ten Hag was when they played. No, I think they played. When I really paid attention to his football was when they played Dortmund. Right, and the way they
Mm-hmm.
carved Dortmund open is like, yo, man, it's like back home how we just slaughter a goat, right? And you skin it and you
And you're
just see a
skinning
bare,
it. Yeah.
yeah, you see the bare bone and you're like, yo, this is clean. That's how I'm like, bro, what's this? This is
Yeah.
football. You know, I
Yeah.
like this, man. I like this. Then all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing that, oh, he's going to be available. I'm like, yo, man, bring this guy in, man. Bring this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to see any other thing. I've seen the game against Dortmund in the Champions League. Bring this man in, right? So
Yes.
I love this guy so much that I really want him to do well. That's why you hear me preaching, give him one more season. He might just turn it around and earn himself another two, right? I love this
Mm.
guy. I really want to. And if you notice one time I was saying he should just resign just because of the love I have for him. Like, just resign and leave all of this mess. Because United at that point in time or at this point in time is a mess. Just leave it and
Yeah.
just go, man. But to know that he's gonna get sacked by and the Glazers are still gonna be here in some capacities just was hurting me the most. It's just there's a
Mm.
possibility that I would get sacked and the Glazers are still here. Some of these players are still gonna be here, right? In some I'm like, no, man, this is not. He doesn't deserve this. Like no manager in the world deserves something like this.
Yeah.
Not even the
Yeah.
De Zerbi, not even the Porter, not even the Una Emery. They don't deserve something like this, man. Nobody deserves it.
I hear, I hear, I hear. Big shout out to you, by the way. If you're just joining in, kindly hit the like button. We were doing the Deserby Ball watch along today, and my God, Deserby Ball has been deflated. Roberto
He didn't, he
Deserby
didn't,
is
he
in the.
didn't go with the ball. He didn't go with the ball.
It's just Deserby.
He didn't go with the ball at all. They reminded him. They reminded him like, "Yo, you remember your home, your heritage? You used to be from here. Let's tell you what
Yeah.
time it is."
Yes, you're Italian. You should know how we do it in Italy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be very very tough for the second leg because I think the ball is only gonna be an open play for 30 minutes. The rest is gonna be players rolling around, just slowly.
yeah. The second leg. Don't be surprised that they will just set a trap for him and he will walk into it.
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah,
Joe, Joe. I get. See, Joe. I'm just being. I get you. I know he was ready for the step up. I'm just. It's just the love that part of me that don't want him to feel right. That's just holding that me thinking, okay, all of this mess, man, it's just too much for because this guy has dealt with a lot, man. This guy has dealt with a lot. Let's not kid ourselves. Fine, people might say, okay, the man wanted to start with his style of football. The first two games, right? Remember, I don't know if you remember his interview where he said something about Pep coming into the league, and Pep did not understand what the league was talking about, right? It took Pep time to actually understand what the league was talking
Yes.
about, right? So when
Yes.
he came in, it was like I felt like okay, he used that situation to actually fine tune what he's going to be expecting. He came in Brighton 2-1. Next game, he wanted to play out of the back. Next game, Brentford 4-0. He's looking at the players like, are you serious? Like, is this what I'm going to be getting? And let's not kid ourselves. If he had played Liverpool that same type of way and continued maybe the next 6-7 games that same type of way and lost
Mm,
those 6 games, even with a 1-0, 2-0 margin, bro, then
yeah.
I don't think he would have even seen December. Because I'm telling you the
Dude,
truth.
he had to have a moment of reality check, where you're
Go
like,
back to that interview and listen to the interview and say, okay, there's something I said here that I think I'm doing wrong. Like when he said Pep, right? He went to look, no, no, Pep got it wrong. The first Samuel. So the man had to adjust, right? And
mm,
he had to adjust and he played to the player's strength, right? So has he made errors? Yes, he has. He's made a lot of errors. I understand that, right? His in game management, that's is on him, right? But
mhm.
when an environment is not created for you to actually succeed at the highest level, right? You find yourself struggling. No matter how good you are, you find yourself struggling. So it's just for me because if that guy had played the highest type of way or the type of football he wanted to play, and we kept receiving, we kept being on the receiving end without actually giving. No, no,
Yeah.
no. But Marley said, was it Bob Marley that said no? The Bible actually says it's better to give than to receive.
Yeah, no, he had to have that moment of realization. Even Ralph Rangnick had that moment, like, we make a game plan, we
Like,
talk
like,
about things, and then when we try to play it, the
like
thing
Kilo
is,
Day, like what's happening here? Like, I
yeah,
just
yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah. It's just our players just don't have the capacity. So that's why, like, part of it is like, let's judge Ten Hag after, like, we've had a proper squad clear out and definitely got rid of some of the dead wood that we know we've been complaining about for years. So yeah, I didn't know this, Brendan, this point that you just brought up.
oh
If it's
yeah,
false news,
I don't think he rejected Tottenham. I felt like Tottenham did not failed to sign him because they said something about his communication in English was not top notch for them. Something like that. I stand to be corrected, but I think it was more of
translator, what the hell?
I feel like it was
Daniel
more
Levy,
of
is that
I
someone?
felt like they were not convinced during the interview. More like the interview said they were not because the guy was finding it hard to actually communicate like in English, right? So I don't know why they didn't do that. Was
Mm,
one of the report I read, right? Not it's got nothing to do with his coaching style or anything. They just felt like me it might be
just
because it's
English.
coming to the Premier League, it might find it difficult, right? So
So, so you're saying Ten Hag went to go to some English tutors, and then they told him, like, eras come to an end, because, like, he said that so eloquently a year later. Like, I didn't feel like there was any.
I think after that interview, he might have worked on his English and his communication because
Yeah,
even when he started at United, right, there sometimes
yeah.
he wants to make some
He actually was
expression.
not as expressive. You're
Yeah,
right.
when he makes
Non.
some expression in English, in his head, he's actually thinking how to say it in Dutch, right? So he has to take
Yes.
time. And I
Yeah.
think was someone that was saying that express. I was listening to somebody that's a Dutch, right? The person was like, that expression Ten Hag just made he in Dutch, this is what he
Yeah.
meant, but in English, he has to say it like literally, but it's not coming out the way. Papi, you know how you want to speak in your language, right? You want to say
I
something,
know.
and
I
somebody will
know.
get it the exact way if you speak it in your language, but you have to bring it
Yeah.
in English, and it loses all form of translation. It just has to be bare. I think, but he struggled. Is now he's even trying to pick up the pieces and get himself into the flow.
In one of the quizzes, I once asked this question. It was like a true or false question. It's like something like, has Ten Hag ever said, I quote, sometimes you have to look a cow in the ass? he said those words in a press conference, and a lot of people were like, false, false, but it was actually true. He said those words, and I was like, I don't think this is any English phrase I've ever heard of, and it was like a direct translation from Dutch, and he
Yeah.
was trying to like, I guess talk about maybe looking at the reality or something like that. It was
Face
something that was
reality, yeah. Some are facing reality. Yeah, you have to put everything
yeah,
to
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
just a translation, so you could tell. I think that was one of the reasons Tottenham was like maybe he would struggle, right? And the man had to go
Mhm.
work on himself, knowing fully well, okay, he's done the Tottenham interview. There might be openings for other clubs in the Premier League because he was ready to come to the Premier League. That's that like what Joe
Mhm.
Blackman was saying there. That's 100% right. He was ready to come move from Ajax from the Dutch league to the Premier League. But I
Yeah.
feel like if we sack this guy now, he's gonna go to if Ajax don't get him, don't hire him immediately, he's gonna go to one of those German club who just snatch him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if an English club comes for him. I'm like, yo,
I hear it. I hear it. Why won't you pray for me? Prayers for Brandon, by the way. What's going on, Brandon? Why you need prayers? What's going on? Sorry if I missed that point. But Yale mentioned Carlo Ancelotti having some tax problems and he might have to leave Spain or something like that. By the way, big up Stephanie. Go to the shops and enjoy your fancy fish supper. Shout out to you. Stephanie says, I got bigger fish to fry. I hope that it's a very good supper.
mai.
You're right.
I once had
Um,
mai, and the first time I had that dish on mai was a Caribbean thing, right? Oh my days!
okay.
And it's a mai
What is
fish.
it?
That's the name of the fish, right? It's a fish and with their rice and peas and some gravy, right? Mai fish. My days,
Mahi
bro.
mahi fish.
Yeah.
The mahi mahi or common dolphin fish is a
Yeah.
surface-dwelling ray finned fish found in offshore temperate tropical and subtropical waters worldwide. Wow.
Bro,
Okay.
that
Okay.
they that dish was it was my okay my with rice and peas and some gravy. It was back in St. Kitts, right? And I
Uh-huh.
had it once. We went for was it lunch? Yeah, lunch date, and we just and they brought the menu, and the lady that time was like, "Yo, try this." I'm like, "Yo, I don't try what I don't know, man." She was like, "No, try it, try it. She's gonna like it." And I said, "Okay, get me." Then the guy was like, "Do you want the regular size or you want the large?" I'm like,
Yeah.
she was like, "Get large. You would love it." I said, "Okay, get me the large." On my head, I'm like, if I don't like it, I just order something different that I know, maybe burger or I order
Yeah.
jerk chicken, right? Then
Yeah.
the guy brought it. The first time I went, I just like, let me test this fish, bro. I tell you, no lie. I told the guy to make a separate one for me to take home,
We were like, we're gonna need more of this.
bro.
Really?
That was my lunch. That was my lunch for at least 2 weeks. Every time I
Mm.
came back from the hospital, right? Every time I'm done with the hospital, drive straight to the what call it, the port, right? It's the
Yeah.
one of the ports in the town. In town, just drive straight to the. But that's where the restaurant is. Drive straight to the port.
Yes.
Immediately, guy saw me. He knew. He doesn't even need to
You.
ask me. He knew
My.
immediately. Like, yeah, my, like I'm there seated. I'm like, yo,
Hey,
bro, 2 weeks
so
straight.
I've never had it, and big up to you for bringing it up. If you're watching this, you've never tried this fish, you gotta try it. You gotta try it, mahi mahi. That's the name of it. Yo, um, that is very funny. That you say that. Arten said earlier on, I was in that Van Gaal. Oh, who said looking at Cavani? No, I'm 100% sure it was Ten Hag. I actually even had a clip of him as part of the quiz. It was before we started playing the Kahoot quiz. It was like the Jeopardy style quiz, and yeah. Anyway, so translation, languages, and all that, which makes it so interesting, Drex, to think that Zidane doesn't speak and barely speaks English if any, right? Marcelo Bielsa, he always had a translator with him, right?
Yeah, Marcelo always had a translator. Yeah, but to me, it's not a prop. To me, it's not even a for someone like Bielsa. If he comes to United, it's going to be fun because you've got Spanish, Portuguese speaking or Spanish speaking players, right? Which the
Yeah,
translation, right? Your words won't be lost in translation, because if you speak something like Portuguese to someone like Bruno, or Spanish to someone like Casemiro, whichever one you're speaking, they know what
yeah,
you're talking about. There's no lost in translation. They tell the players this is what this guy means, bro. So I don't
yeah,
see, maybe Ten Hag is not got really a Dutch person in there to actually, carry his words like true. I think only
mm,
Malasia is actually Dutch, right? So maybe a few persons might have learnt it, but not core or not in depth to actually say, okay, I know what this guy is talking in Dutch, and actually say it out like true and true. So I don't see all of those language thing and actually a big barrier. Some people do, but I don't. When it comes to football, I don't see it, man.
yeah. Yale says there are YouTube clips of Eric Ten saying the look in the cow in the yes, Stephen.
Well,
Yes, it's a proverb. It's definitely something that like I was like, this is some deep
well,
knowledge,
well,
Dutch knowledge.
what's Man Lutata saying about Drex looking lively
Oh,
today?
he said you have to
I mean,
maybe look the cow in the eyes. Ah,
his eyes is switched
interesting.
to us, bro. Man, these people are bad.
That's like trying to say defend, and then he's like offense. Like the S and the I's are different parts of the cow, man. Come on, Eric, get it together. Big shout out to Imran Khan, by the way, in the house. Men like Lutata is wondering, is the wife home or not? Or not? Like you're lively today.
Well, this man Lutata, he's a case, man.
He said Drex
Haven't I always
he's
looked
ruling
lively?
the
Haven't
house
I always
today.
looked lively? Or haven't I always sounded lively? Now you don't see me, but haven't I always sounded lively? Hmm?
Oh boy, that's funny. That is
Bro,
funny.
I'm not.
Hilarious.
You're right. The missus is not home, but that's not the reason. I've always sounded lively, right? I just have these two of them here right now. The two kids actually, like, it's a lot of work at the moment, man. But I think I saw Papi on Twitter. I was on Twitter and I saw the thing. I'm like, oh, Papi is on. Okay, let me get
Yeah.
on. But I
Did you
couldn't
see that
because
we had like we still have 133
yeah,
people watching
I,
on
I actually put the whatchamacallit. I actually put the YouTube link right there. I'm like, bro, you guys should just go and click on the link, subscribe, and just get back to your Twitter. Like, come back to Twitter.
What? What right now? Still 133 people watching, but big up to everybody that's there doing the thing, watching, even just checking out the content. We really appreciate you
What's
guys.
Man Lutata? You're just a case, bro. Leave me alone. So I have to watch the stream for Drex. What's
Anyway, we were watching Roma versus Brighton. Also, there was other matches going on. I have to mention in the Lille match, by the way, we talked about Jonathan David. We talked about Angel Gomez. They were playing, and Angel Gomez actually got an assist today, and Jonathan David got a brace. So Lille won 3-0 in the Conference League, and as well as Maccabi Tel Aviv won 4-1, and Molde won 2-1 versus Club Brugge. And yeah, the second leg is going to be interesting. Ajax and Aston Villa was 0-0. Two red cards from both.
boy?
From Konsa got a second yellow, and also so did the other guy. What's his name? Tristan. Tristan Guijer. He's a Dutch guy,
This
19
guy,
year
this
old.
guy has made them solid a bit, though. What's his name? Jordan Anderson has gone there and made them look solid a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's actually he's the heartbeat of that Ajax midfield, and not bad, not bad to see him doing his thing.
Right now, West Ham and
Also,
Freiburg are playing at the moment.
yeah, Freiburg. By the way, the World Cup winner, the goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, looks like he had an amazing performance to keep the scoreline 0-0. By the way,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, another match that we saw was Bayer Leverkusen rescuing what was going to be a 2-0 loss.
Yo, I was
They
shocked when I saw the thing.
at
I
the death,
was I was shocked. I'm
92nd
like,
minute.
Karabakh are winning 2-0. I'm like, wait, like, is it not the same Xavier Alonso? I went to tell you how bad it was. I went to Flash Score and I clicked
Yeah,
on the match and I went straight down, looked at the lineup, and went to look for the coach. I'm like, okay, Xavier Alonso. That's Xavier Alonso. That's the same Bayern Leverkusen that's topping the
yeah.
German league, right? Okay, maybe there's something is going on that I don't understand at the moment. But let's see what the end of the game is going to bring.
Mm-hmm. 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 So yeah, and it brought like a very dramatic ending. But I think the big part is the big loss for Alonso is going to be Shaka. I think he came off injured. I'm not 100% sure, but if that's the case, it's going to be a very big void to fill to continue his form. But I think that clear. It's all in their hands right now, especially
I
the
don't.
Bundesliga
I
title,
don't see.
right?
I do not see Bayern Munich. Right. I still see Bayern Munich. Let me put it this way: I still see Bayern Munich losing, maybe 2-3 games more before the end of the season. Bayer Leverkusen might what they might just end up getting is maybe a draw, right? Maybe get a draw, but I don't. If they will lose a game in that, because the problem is you lose your first game in that if you haven't lost in a while, right? The minute you lose your first game, there's a mentality shift in the head of the player, like, yo, we're not invincible anymore. We could have, and every other
Yeah.
person in the league is looking at you like, yo, these guys are not actually
Yeah,
invincible, you know?
actually, yeah, the aura kind of dies off a
Yeah,
little,
but
like it
the only way
tapers
you could,
down a little bit.
yeah, the only way you could get by is if you have maybe like 4 games to go or 5 games to go. Then you know, okay, for real, okay, it might not be too detrimental, right? But yeah,
Yeah,
look at them flying high.
they are really, really flying high. Zero losses, four draws,
See,
and yeah,
how much game have they
20,
played here? 24. So they have about 12, 14 more to
10
go,
more,
right? Is it
10
is it
more.
20, 10 more?
They play till 34 games.
They played 34 games. Okay, so they have 10 more. So if this guy can actually hold on to another 5 wins and maybe one defeat and 4 draws.
He'll win it with a few games to spare, I think.
Okay, so and I know Bayern still have 2 games minimum. 2 games minimum to drop 3 points. And there's
They're
gonna
playing
they're gonna drop.
against
Did Bayern play
uh,
Dortmund already?
let's see. Bayern Dortmund still have to play. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was looking for.
What about Bayern Leipzig?
Oh boy, Bayern. Oh boy. Let's actually do this from the Bayern side. Let's do this. Bayern fixtures.
Just click on Bayern and it's just gonna pull up their fixtures.
Yeah, okay. Bayern Munich. Boom. I did that. And then let's go here. There we go. All right. So Bayern, Mainz, Darmstadt, Dortmund is the one that's going to be tough. And maybe Hoffenheim as well. Could be Wolfsburg. They still have to play Wolfsburg
Do they have Stuttgart?
and Stuttgart. Yeah.
Okay,
And
you see.
by the way, the standings of the Stuttgart is in the top four, right?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So, because I looked at it before, I knew Stuttgart was in the top 4. So if they have Dortmund, they have Stuttgart, they have Offenheim, right?
Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim
Okay,
is not going to be an easy walk in the
okay.
park
I think
either.
they have one. They have one team in the bottom half. Maybe the last. Do they have? Is it Bochum or something like that? No, they're gonna beat Dusseldorf for real. So
They're
maybe Mainz might give them a problem. So yeah, they still have like to drop another 6 points. So they're gonna So it's
Yeah,
like
they're gonna
you
this
said
this
earlier, it's all in the hands of Leverkusen. Whatever, if they
yeah.
do the Arsenal, then they forget about it till maybe the year of our Lord 2030 for the see that kind of run. Or maybe
Mm,
that would just keep Xavi Alonso in Bayern Leverkusen at Bayern Leverkusen. If he doesn't win it, maybe Bayern Leverkusen, or he might just be like, you know what, I'm gonna try again at with these guys, right? But
mhm.
if Dortmund comes calling for you, I feel like you don't have a choice. You have to go, man.
Oh, they still Xavi Alonso still has to play Dortmund though. You see,
Dortmund, are they going away? Are they playing away?
at Dortmund's home. That's the
Dort-
only tough game that they have Stuttgart as well.
Stuttgart, if they are playing at home against if they are at home against Stuttgart, I fancy them. But if they are away, I think they are home against Stuttgart. I can't really see this thing properly.
You can see probably. Hold on, let me see if I can maximize. There we go. Boom. There you go.
All right. Oh yeah,
Okay.
better now. Oh yeah, they still have just of course they'll deal with Dusseldorf. Yeah, I'm looking most of their home game, right? They still have Bochum, Frankfurt. Most of their away game will be tough. That's the thing. You win the home game and just get maybe two draws. I still see them.
Two
I see them.
draws and one loss.
Yeah, I see them. Yeah, that's how I see it, man. Win the home games, go away, get maybe two draw, and I still them losing. If they end up this season without losing a game, bro, that's a huge feat. That's more like that would be in the class of the invincible, but just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know it's no, but I'm just saying it's up there with like for a new manager, a young manager that's so
Yeah.
he's done well for himself. No cap. He's done well for himself, and if he goes to Bayern Munich, kudos to him. He deserves it, right? So,
Right.
but
Right.
I don't want him to come to the Premier League right now. He should do another time at the Bundesliga, get get a trophy in his name, because if he wins this now, that's one
Yeah.
trophy, huge big trophy under his belt, right? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
see how far he
Mm-hmm.
can go in the
Yeah.
Europa and see if he can actually get to the final. And if he wins, even if just the Bundesliga he wins and get to like the semi-final or the final of the Europa, that's good for
Yeah.
him. That's good for
That'll be
him.
massive. That'll be huge. Guys, big shout out to you if you're just jumping in. I appreciate you so much. Men like Solo in the house. Long time Solo. Hope that you're good, my bro. Love. Always spreading love. If you got an ambition to be a better person, be like Solo, be like Stephanie, be like Yale. These are really great people, great vibes. Shout out to you, Solo. It's been a long time. From the Man United Agenda, by the way. Make sure you go check out Man United Agenda on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the Mendem over there. Shout out to my man. We need to do a little collaboration with Man United Agenda. It's been a while. I'm gonna holler at Mr. B one of these days. Bayern one Xavi. Yeah, we just talked about that. Shout out to you, R10, for saying that. I hope he goes to Bayern and snubs Liverpool. That'll be fun to at least rub it into the Liverpool friends that I have. Fernandez is on the bench for Benfica. Maybe he plays too little for Benfica to trigger the transfer option. Ooh, okay.
I've said this a long time. When it comes to United players, right? When it comes to United players going on loan, there's the loan club or whatever, they end up not buying our player. I know it's very tough. Like for me, I see that
Yeah.
I don't you see that it's very tough. Like for that, I really don't. I want that kid to actually do well. But if Bayern Leverkusen, if Benfica are not going to play I think the amount of games, the 50% now,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Papi, I think I would have to catch you guys later.
All right, brother. All right. Well, we know for sure now that we are clear of the Roberto De Zerbi links. Hopefully, the De Zerbi FC fan base comes down because he's been humbled in Italy at the Stadio Olimpico. Let us wrap up the stream, by the way. Shout out to Imran Khan, by the way, in the building as well, saying Arsenal for the EPL, Madrid for Champions League. Arsenal for the Premier League? Come on, bro. No, Imran Khan. Imran Khan has lost the plot, guys. Arsenal to win the Premier League. Nah. I like that you said Madrid for Champions League. I feel like they're the only hope that we have for stopping Manchester City. So, um, yeah, that's my response to that anyway, Imran Khan. I hope that you're doing good, by the way, and shout out to everybody that tuned in, and shout out to men like Drex who called in, and Manj as well. Big up to you for calling in earlier as well, and Brendan, Stephanie, Yale, Lutata, R10, Solo, Imran Khan, legends in the chat. Palfi, major legend right there. Shout out to you, Palfi. And also, who else? Who else did I leave out? I want to make sure that I try and shout out everybody that I can right now. Who else was in the conversation earlier in the stream? Shay, men like Shay, even though he's an Arsenal fan. Shay, we got love for you, Shay. Big shout out to you. And also the one and only Luan France in Toronto. Shout out to you as well. I appreciate all the comments that you put in the chat to make the stream a really, 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 really nice show that was so enjoyable and so easy flowing. And yeah, I appreciate it. And the people that were just watching too. I want to tell you guys I appreciate you for being here, for even just checking it out. I will kindly love it if all 149 people,
Oh my God!
or 149 bots, whatever it is, like whoever you are, make sure you come to the YouTube side and hit the like button and subscribe. Come on. Yeah, Thursday. That's the end of the streams today. I think maybe we'll do like a little 10-minute video tonight or tomorrow. But definitely make sure you're here Friday 10 p.m. That's the one that we know for sure is gonna be fun. We'll be playing the quiz and talking about the Premier League match day 28 coming up this weekend. We're gonna do that, and I want to also kindly remind you, Imran Khan, everybody that's in the building, there is the predictor game that we play. Make sure you give in your predictions for that. Right now, I only have Palfi and Luen's predictions for Manchester United versus Everton, and I have Palfi's prediction for Liverpool versus City. Do me a big solid favor and just comment on this video or any video on the channel with your predictions. I would really appreciate that, and it would also boost the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Can't say, bro, don't want City or Liverpool to win it, bro. Let Arsenal win it this year. I see the perspective that you're coming from. Liverpool, it'll be too much trolling for us if they won it. City, it'll be too much bragging rights if they want it. Right? Like Liverpool right now. You know what, Khan, look at what you brought up. Look at this. This is the Premier League champions as we know them. Right now, we know for sure that well, how many times has Liverpool won it? Where's the Liverpool crest? Right there, once, right? Since 92-93, they have the same league titles as Blackburn Rovers. So as long as we can still banter them like that, I'm happy. Liverpool should not get their hands on this title. Arsenal, I guess it'll be that fourth time. So I see what you see. I see what you're saying. All right. If we let Arsenal win it, though, they are gonna troll us as well, you know. So it's a double-edged sword, this thing. I just don't know which team I'm comfortable taking this, you know. So let me know your thoughts. More importantly, let me know your predictions for the upcoming, for this weekend, guys. Here is the predicted table. Let me share it with you. Make sure you see. This is before adding match day 27 predictions, by the way. This is before adding match day 27 scores. MD27. We have Manj at the top, Luen on second place, Omo on third, and I'm on fourth. And I think that's going to change. I feel like I'm going to drop to sixth after match day 27 because I did not get a lot of scores right. Anyway, we're going to do a dedicated stream to this predictions game, so look out for that. And also, don't forget, as I said before, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, the notification bell as well. Do not forget it. Thank you, Khan, for saying predictions after the show. Yale got 13 points.
Get out of here, man.
You gonna rub it in, huh? I got like 5, I think. But anyway, we will definitely look it up when we're doing the predictions. I feel like we should do like cause I'm split between watching the boxing fight, which happens at around 11:30 p.m. tomorrow, and I need to like figure out my little bit of my scheduling. But anyway, one more warm welcome from me and my doggy here. Say bye. Say good night. Say deservy ball. Speak. Say something. Speak. Boo. Speak. Come on, speak. There's 150 people watching you. Speak. Oh. Come on, buddy. Say something. Say good night. Speak. Stems. Speak. Come on, Bruno. Speak. Yeah, speak one more time. Louder. Speak. Yeah, he did it. Hit the like button. He did it. Connor, we're gonna do a stream that's focused on the league table, the predicted game. So maybe that's what we should try and see if we can do tomorrow morning, so that we can have a separate stream for that and also a separate stream for the quiz. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to shorten these streams on Friday especially, and make them at least 2 different streams. So anyway, guys, one more time, I appreciate you. Good night, bro. His other name is Bruno. And he takes too long sometimes to listen to instructions, you know, just like a certain type of Bruno. Hopefully he doesn't hit the ball too like haram football. Bruno is not here this weekend versus Everton. I hope he listens to instructions and does the safe passing. Anyway, guys, we out of here. Peace.
Football Power Hour.